So we all know that the Crackdown 3 story is a long and convoluted one. This is a game that has been delayed many times over the years, but it's finally here. I finally got it in my hot little hands. I've been able to play it, but only the campaign. I have not jumped online and played any of the multiplayer. I feel like to really do a multiplayer assessment justice, the game needs to launch. It needs to kind of patch itself up. There needs to be people populating the universe, and then I'll talk about this maybe in a week or something like that. I played the campaign, though. For the most part, I've had a slight smile on my face. I think part of it due to the nostalgia factor. After all, this is a game that came out of nowhere and surprised everybody with its first release. I think it was bundled with some kind of taste for Halo, which did the game some huge favors because nobody knew what Crackdown was all about. But basically, you got to play as a superhero that had some kick-ass weaponry. It got to do all kinds of damage and jump all over the place collecting orbs. And guess what? That's what you do in Crackdown 3.
Toasty.
The whole idea here is there's this city called New Providence. It's been under kind of a terror attack, and you're facing off against this organization called Terra Nova, which has a major boss, but then there's a bunch of kingpins and sort of mini-bosses that you have to go and take out. And you got to take out all kinds of infrastructure and research stations and industrial areas, so blowing up all kinds of machinery. You got to take out enforcers and rescue people that have been imprisoned. They'll come at you with drones. They'll come at you with airships. They'll come racing at you in vehicles, and as one of the agents in the agency, and it's got that same Crackdown voice guy, he's back, he's saying, "Agent, you've got to go out there and kick some ass," you know that guy?
Look sharp, Agent, you have work to do.
It's fun to hear him again, and basically you're off just killing everybody. You get skills for kills, which I think is the trademark tagline for this franchise. Actually, I don't know if it's trademarked. I don't think it is. But you got to do a lot of killing. You kill a lot of bad guys. You try not to kill the innocent civilians that walk around in this very compromised, very dangerous city, because there's bullets flying all over the place and grenades and lots of rocket launchers and stuff. If you like a game that goes boom, Crackdown 3 definitely delivers on that front. It is fun to just blast the hell out of all of the enemies that you're going to see. The tactility of the combat didn't let me down. I only played this in single player, but you can play the campaign in co-op, and I think it would be pretty fun to play with a buddy and just, you know, have a blastathon, just taking out all the enemies. And Terry Crews is pretty badass. I like this guy. He's a fantastic actor, and he's just fun. And it's cool that you can play as Terry Crews in the game, and he's enjoying himself in this game.
Time to step up your boom! Oh! That's my cue!
The core mechanics of Crackdown have always been appealing to me. I think I've got a little OCD inside of me, because when you put the orb sounds out there, I go hunting them like crazy. You got to go get those agility orbs so you can give your character a little bit more sort of leaping power, turn him a little bit closer into somebody like Superman. Chasing after those orbs has aged pretty gracefully. I went to sleep and I had the orb sounds in my dreams. You know, I was like chasing orbs in my dreams, so this game got into my head. But after a while, it did become a little numbing. This was the opportunity for Microsoft and Xbox Game Studios to really, you know, level up the whole Crackdown experience, and they really didn't.
I'd expect you to adapt your tactics.
Got a little frustrated leaping for some of those higher ledges, because there's these huge radio towers, these propaganda towers that you have to climb up, and you're certainly not going to mistake this game for The Witcher 3 or, you know, something like Red Dead Redemption 2. It looks okay. There's HDR lighting, and I kind of dug the Tron / Blade Runner city light piping that's all over the place, and there's every once in a while you see like a holographic billboard or something. But the character models are pretty basic, and you know, it's not super ripe with textures. It's even the storytelling and the cut sequences are sort of used to limited effect, and it's kind of a mess in terms of what it's presenting. It's like, here's this character, he's really angry, you blew up his stuff, and he's coming to get you, you killed him already. There's another character, you know, it's just all coming at you all at once. It's just kind of in a messy kind of frame. And also, the cutscenes, there's some that are CG rendered and some that are just like comic book panels that sort of flash across the screen, and they're kind of filling in the gaps quite a bit. All of that stuff could have been a lot more elegantly crafted, especially for a game that we've been waiting for this long.
Not playing games here, Agent.
I just wish it was more. I mean, that's my biggest complaint with Crackdown 3, is that, yes, it felt like slipping on a comfortable pair of gloves or something like that, or a comfortable pair of boots, and like, I'm in this world, I get it, I know what I gotta do. but it just didn't thrill me, you know? We came off of Spider-Man, where we got to whip around inside of an incredibly detailed New York and, you know, all of the finesse and storytelling, you know, awesomeness of that title. Not to mention the other sort of best of the year games that we just put away at the end of 2018, and this is just not that. And it's not even what you would dream for an Xbox One version of the Crackdown franchise. Not, you know, one that we've been waiting for years for. It's not that at all. It's still fun, but it's fun with a lowercase f. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give Crackdown 3's campaign a 7 out of 10.